We gotta press forward. There's no choice. We're coming to the end of the third pathway. 3 down, 3 to go, I guess. You found it. That's what they keep telling me. But I'm just not seeing it. Outside of the room, a hallway led off to their left. With nowhere else to go, they started down it. They turned left twice before they saw the elevator. In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. The elevator motor ground away, and before long, they found themselves once again on C deck. Interesting. So it all loops around. Was there no other exit there? Isn't there something that we need a key card from the first path, like in door 1, right? Don't we need something in door 1 to get to something in door 2? Is there no other exit there? Maybe there isn't. I thought there would be, though. They expected to find 4 of the people waiting for them. There were none. Where'd they go? I have no idea. Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget the feeling and took off down the long hallway before him. 7 of us followed at a run. Oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of plot for now, I think. A lot of plot until the end of the pathway, I'm pretty sure. Nothing but plot, possibly. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless. Destination had already been decided. Door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol engraved on the keyhole of that door. And Junpei had the sun key in his pocket. That key would open the door. It had to. That was why they ran for the central staircase. They'd run for quite some time when they arrived at the door at the end of the hallway. We're not going to try to look for the others first? Junpei stopped. He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. 7 laid a hand on his arm. Hold on a sec there. Huh? We don't have the key for this one yet, right? There's a Jupiter symbol engraved over the keyhole. 7 was right. They had no Jupiter key. Then we can't open the door. Unfortunately, no, we can't. Jeez. The sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. But the door opened. Because they went and got the Jupiter key, probably, is what happened. Because they could go through, what was it? Door 8, I think? If I do math good, 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8. If they left June behind for a bit, they could go through door 8. And maybe that's what gave the Jupiter key. I don't remember off the top of my head if that is, but probably. Which would only leave the 7 door that they haven't looked in. Hey! It opened! What? The others must have found the Jupiter key. Well, what are we waiting for? As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. They rushed through. And stopped cold. The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. What? 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 No! No! Are they all dead? Well, if Ace is dead, then, I mean, who cares? If Santa's dead, you were kind of a jerk. But not Clover! Not again! Why? June is the only explanation. She's got some kind of split personality. She's Zero, she's crazy. Is that it? What else could it be? We were all busy in the door. Oh my god. I was scared to leave June alone with 2 of the crazy people, Santa and Ace. Both from previous playthroughs have been crazy. But they wound up dead. Comeuppance? Question mark? But not Clover, no! Junpei felt a cold sweat tickle down his spine. Like, what else could this mean? If it's not June, who's responsible? If Zero is someone else altogether? I don't think so. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold, deathly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind beginning to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank. What the hell? What the hell happened? Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movements stiff. He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist. No, not again! I got the Clover and everything! She's dead. Oh. Frickle sticks. Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket. What? Hey, what are you doing? He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified. The key! Give me the sun key! Why? Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back! The murderer. The murderer! Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies. Santa, Clover, and Ace. That meant the person who had killed them was... No. Really? It couldn't be true. Before Junpei could react, Lotus drove back into his pocket and came out with the key. Let's go! Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is crazy! This is crazy! Oh. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning, we have to wait. Because morning is coming soon. Soon they stood in front of the door. Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. What's gonna be on this side? But... Why? What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock. Oh no. Is it the wrong key? I don't know. Maybe. Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt a twist. The other side, a small gap appeared between the door and the frame. What the hell is this? You mean the door was already unlocked? But how? Unless someone's got a skeleton key. Why? How would I know that? Oh geez, I'm tense. Let's just go. Oh my gosh, what's gonna be on this side? Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. Oh my gosh! They stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway. It stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke. The hell is that door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader. Or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this? We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back. No! No! I'm not going back there! There's a murderer back there! There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging. I don't see any other doors. As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door. But it opened! Automatic? Or something? Holy shit! It opened. Nothing surprising, a simple automatic door. Look guys, I got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked. This one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before. How could their situation possibly get worse? 3 people were already dead. Well, June could be dead too, I guess. And Snake. It hit the bottom, Junpei told himself. There was nowhere to go but up. Hey, you're wrong, probably. Because you're saying this, I'm gonna bet anything June's dead on the other side. I don't know what that means, if it's true, but I would not be surprised. He stepped through the door. And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared. No. It wasn't true. It couldn't be true. It was impossible. Utterly impossible. It was a dream. It had to be a dream. A nightmare. What is it? Yes, it was a nightmare. And if he could just wake up, he was seeing things. Yes, that was it. This was a hallucination. A lie. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, right? Oh my god, is she? No. No, the codenames meant nothing now. Connie. Connie! I was right! What the fuck does that mean? What is this? How? I was saying, she had to be the one who killed them all, right? But then it can't be. Isn't Snake still locked in his little chest? Like, he's trapped in there, right? So, who the fuck is doing this? There's gotta be someone else. A 10th person. Right? Are they zero? Is Alice really up and about? What's the other explanation? Like, it can't be one of us, could it? Oh my gosh! So many unanswered questions. And the pathway is probably about to end on like a to be continued or some bullshit, right? Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest. Connie! Connie! Hang on! Nothing makes sense! Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She moaned and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely. She's alive? Connie! Jumpy? Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight in Junpei but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. It felt warm and wet. He lifted her hand up. It was covered in blood. Oh man. Connie! What the hell happened to you? How did this happen? It was all he could do not to break into tears. You know what's the ironic thing? Because he went into door 3, because he really, really wanted to be with Connie, and that's why he went through door 3, is what wound up to her dying. This is the only pathway so far I'm pretty sure she's died in. If she dies. She's not technically dead yet. Jumpy! I'm sorry. What'd you do? What happened? The voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with them. I might not make it. No way! No way am I gonna let you die! I'm gonna save you, I promise! Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy. Don't give me that I was crap! You're gonna see me again lots more times! You've just gotta hang on, alright, Connie? You! What can he do? He looked up from Connie desperately for something, anything. Is that a boat? A small submarine. A submarine? What on earth was a submarine doing there? An alternate exit, or... How did you even get here? Did someone use a skeleton key, or... Oh my gosh. Nothing mattered except saving Connie. That was the only thing you wanted. Junpei turned his head back to look down at her. Hang on, alright. There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works. No. Don't go. Please don't go. Please just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Junpei. When I... Connie! Junpei, did you know? You mean a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart like a white-hot flame. Junpei, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those memories are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you, a lot more. But that won't happen now. No, I mean yes it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want. Really? Yeah, really, I swear. That makes me happy. Really happy. She said it to herself over and over, a weak smile pressing her tired face. Jumpy, I feel sleepy. No, Connie! Don't fall asleep! Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much. No! Okay, her eyes were slowly closing. So everyone is dead now, really, except for me, Seven, Lotus, and Snake. Junpei screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse. Connie! 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 Ouch. Now she'd be cold. This pathway is definitely going to be ending very soon. I think. I don't see what else they got. What else they could have. Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more, his body removed, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It's been 8 hours. It rang 5 times, then faded. 5 o'clock. Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. She would want you to live, Junpei. This isn't the right ending. I'm almost positive. There's no way. But, she would want you to live. Only then did he realize that 7 of Los had not followed him. Where had they gone? Were they also dead? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign they had ever been there. What? Felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. This is crazy. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. What? What the balls? What the actual balls? I was wondering if there was going to be an ending like this where everyone died. All that's left is me, right? Well, Snake is technically still alive as far as we know. But, this is pretty fucked up. Like, wow, who is doing this? If it's one of the 9 of us, then either Snake got out somehow, which I think is impossible. Probably. Or me? Maybe I have a split person. No, there's no way I could have. Well, maybe in the cutaways? If it's not me, then there's got to be someone else on board doing this. Would it be Zero? There's no way. Then who? Zero wouldn't kill these people. He'd want to have fun watching them be crazy. So, Alice, maybe she's actually doing shit? Or something else? What the fuck is going on? He'd been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. Like at this point, it's kind of like, yeah, expected it. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lois's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. Are all the bracelets gone? If they're all gone, that means you're fucked. You can't even get out if you find the exit. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. That's funny. The ending, the pathway he took, where he was kind of the most selfish, trying to being with Fadi, led to the worst possible ending. Karma? Maybe? A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again. Slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple, inertia carried him forward. I know words. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. What? Did he just get killed? And then he was floating in water. Did someone hit him from behind? Or maybe Akane wasn't dead all along? Maybe she was faking it? Or something else? That would be a scenario, I guess. Because she was still kind of awake. Maybe, but no, because she lost her pulse, right? I'm pretty sure Junpei would have known if she was still alive. So what the fuck? His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. Oh my god, who is that? Someone hit him from behind, but who? Snake is the only person who'd still be alive, but isn't he trapped? Who's left? No one, unless there's someone else. Unless Zero is someone else altogether? I thought Zero was one of us. If Zero is one of us, this makes even less sense. But if Zero is not one of us, then why would he want to kill all of us? Oh. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. The center staircase for 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had been Connie. And now Junpei would join them. Who then had killed them all? I don't know. That's a good question. We're probably not even going to get an answer. Not in this pathway. Who? The end? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep out of the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Someone with a skeleton key? Because they opened the sun door, or... I don't know. Zero? Why would he do that? This doesn't make sense. But this is the ending, right? Could you imagine if this was my first playthrough? That would be pretty fucked up. I'm glad I didn't get this till after I got playthrough 2, though, when I got in that, because they kind of made it a little obvious in this pathway that something was up with pharmaceuticals. And considering we found out pathway 2 pretty early on, you know, so I think it's better that I did this pathway after that one. I think so far I'm glad I've done things in the order I've done them in. But now where do I go? I've opened all the doors. I just have to open them in different orders, I think, now. So there should be 3 endings left, unless the true ending is counted as a separate ending, I don't know. But, yeah! Holy crap! This game, this has easily gotten one of, as long as things are resolved well, like, and everything makes sense by the end, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I love its storytelling and its characters. It's possible shit gets resolved stupidly or there's some dumb plot twist, but if everything turns out to be, there the end there isn't. Everything turns out to get resolved well and things make sense by the end when I've played the whole game, then this is probably one of my favorite games ever. I don't know if it's the end game. You tell me, jerk. I know I still have the true ending to go, and I think because this is the second time I've got credits and the end or is it, and the first playthrough I got to be continued. That leads me to believe maybe the first playthrough is what leads me to the true ending. Maybe. Possibly. Now that I've played through all the doors, even though I haven't gone through all the pathways, I might do a little research, not much, just to try and find out the door route you need for like all the wrong pathways, because I want to do the true pathway last. That's my plan. Is this going to be a preview? No, it's not even a preview. Would you like to keep the information you've gained during this playthrough? The data will be retained in your save file. If you restart the game, you will still start at the beginning. Why not? What ending do we get? Number 6. 2, 4, and 6. All the even number ones. The submarine. So yeah, we didn't even get a preview that time.